What's up, y'all? It's Keith Powers. I just finished my interview with Hollywood Unlocked Uncensored. The interview was fun. It was crazy. We talked about a whole bunch of stuff, a lot of juicy stuff, so you gotta watch. Like, for real. I ain't never did an interview like this yet, so it was wild. It was wild, but it was fun. I think y'all should check it out. It was still a great one, and I'm just glad to be here.
What up, everybody? This is Jason Lee, and this is Hollywood Unlocked Uncensored.
And I'm Melissa Ford, a.k.a. the Curve Queen.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy Giovanni. Hold up.
Okay, and we have the number one stalker for Rihanna in the building, Keith Powers. So, actor.
Hey, Keith.
What's up, boy?
y'all?
Okay, so you're actor, model, or is it just actor, or is it just all-encompassing, just entertainer?
I always think about that. I guess I'm gonna just go with actor for now.
Okay.
But, you know, the more I grow, the more it expands. But I started off as a model.
Okay, so Keith getting here, let me just tell you, getting Keith Powers here. I got Keith's numbers. I could text Keith, but you know, he has a team now. He's been dealing with white movies, white TV shit. He's out there. He's making real money. He just moved to a different zip code. The nigga's busy. Getting him here was like as hard as avoiding an STD in my early 30s. It was almost impossible. But I'm glad that you came.
I'm glad to be here. I'm actually honored that you guys even want me here. That's dope.
Yeah, man. You trending all over damn Instagram. Explore page all day. You got all these fan clubs. My Instagram depleting. They all going to your shit. I'm like, God damn.
Well, the people that were following him, they've been never following him. So you can just stop that lie right now. The reason why I wanted to interview you, you know, I got a lot of people's phone numbers, and we don't call everybody. But the reason I want to interview you is because out of everybody we post on Hollywood Unlocked, smash or pass, everybody is trying to fuck Keith Powers. So I'm like, what is going on? So clearly, if all this attention is going on, we need to get him in here because now all his followers are going to want to follow us.
You know what? That's funny because people, I've seen the comments and some people be like, yo, Keith, are you running this page? Because like, no, I'm not, man. Come on now. They think I got something to do with that, which is hilarious.
No, they love Keith. So every time, and Alyssa over here in the corner, she put you up all the time. So they love Keith Powers.
Thank you.
So to set the record straight, Keith is not running Hollywood Unlocked. He's not affiliated that way, but he's a friend. So, okay, so let me get right into it. Rihanna.
Yes.
Why do you want to fuck Rihanna? I mean, I know a lot of people do. Wait, but let me just.
Get
you
the
know we don't
question
have
out.
lubrication on this show.
Get the question.
Gio took it all home.
Yeah, he just went right there with
Go
it.
right there.
So you love Rihanna.
Yes. I mean, it's a lot of women that I adore and admire. I mean, growing up, I admired Melissa Ford and loved Melissa Ford. So it's a lot of women that I just like admire. And the one thing I love about Rihanna is that she just so sexy and just don't care.
Yeah.
And I love a woman who got all her stuff going for herself and just don't care.
So she's like a girl that went to high school in Del Paso Heights, but now she done moved out and she's on Florin Road, pretty much.
Yeah, definitely. That's definitely a good Sacramento comparison.
So for those who don't know, Keith is from
I
Sacramento,
was
from
going to
Stockton.
say, did you guys know each other prior to meeting up in L.A.? Because you guys are both from the Bay. Okay.
Nah, we met out here. And then he said he was from Sac. I was like, what?
Yeah. So I'm from Stockton. He's from Sacramento.
Yeah.
Mutual friend Don Benjamin. So he started popping up, and you could tell like some people have star quality. And what I like about you is that you've just been on a steady hustle and you haven't lost your way. Some people get out here in Hollywood, they get caught up in the glitz and glamour of it all, but you're staying focused.
Yes.
So how do you do that when everybody's throwing their pussy at you now?
Man, it's crazy, ain't it? You got first off, you have a girl.
I was going to say,
I'm
is the rumor
single.
Okay.
This boy is from Sacramento. He worked his way out the hood to get to all this pussy. He is not about to lock himself down in the basement like you have.
Go to hell.
You know what?
Coochie credit card.
You know what? I was in a relationship for 4 years, from like 18 to 22.
How old are you right now?
24.
Okay. Then
And
you
I've
popped
been-
and you let her go?
Huh?
Then you popped.
Nah. We separated because it was just
Inconsolable
it's just too toxic.
She was better made for Justin Combs.
Oh snap!
Shit.
Yo, he's reckless. You know what? If she was, then she was. I can't control what God has in store for people.
Good answer.
But
He
got a good PR.
he got
Your
that's
PR team is
hilarious.
crazy.
No, you know what? That's just me. That's just how I was raised. But
this boy got some good media training. 'Cause
nah. I mean, you know what? I'm gonna be real. Sometimes I'm a victim to going out the nights before work, and I'm like, I'm gonna just go out. It's cool. My call time ain't till like 10. I'm a victim of that. Right. But
And I think that's why I say like I'm still finding myself and still growing. But at the end of the day, I'm always prepared for my work. So it's like, okay, if I'm gonna go kick it with this girl, I know that I'm 100% studied and ready for tomorrow. But I still wake up in the morning like, why did I do that, man? I should have just came straight to work. So it's times where, the devil may get me and be like, come up over here, boy.
Speaking of the devil in the black shirt over there is single too. And I've always said to her, you need to find a young man to fuck just once.
Everybody's doing it.
Because everybody's doing it. And I think the thing about fucking young people, especially when you get our age, it keeps you young.
Keith, listen, okay?
I got a girl.
No, wait.
Gio, shut up.
Wait, there was no segue. I'm not trying to tell Keith and you to fuck, but I'm just saying that if he's had a fantasy, he's young, he's is visceral right now?
No, it's not appropriate to use that word.
He's young, he's vibrant, he's had this fantasy. And I believe Hollywood Unlocked is the place where fantasies come true.
Keith, what I was going to tell you was, if you're not familiar with the show, Jason has a habit of trying to broker my vagina. So that's all that's happening right now.
Okay.
Even though I will say that when I did watch Straight Outta Compton, I was like, who the fuck is that?
Oh, wow.
So you had a fantasy. So if
What?
you, so here, I got it. I'm a producer now. This is how it goes.
You know you could.
Wait. You be the Melissa Ford in the magazines. He be the character from Straight Outta Compton.
Dr. Dre's
and y'all
brother.
create your own scenario and then come back on over here to good old Hollywood Unlocked and tell us about it.
Hey, listen, if y'all can zoom in when he start rubbing that chin rub me, son, doc.
Nah, man, this is crazy.
Okay, now let's act like journalists. Yeah. So tell us about Straight Outta Compton. We'll get back
How'd you get that role?
We'll get back to Melissa Ford's pussy in a minute.
Oh, God.
Straight Outta
man.
Compton. How did that come about?
Well, to switch subject so quickly. I was auditioning. I auditioned for Straight Outta Compton for like 2 years, I think it was.
Wow.
It was like 2 years. At one point, I went out for Dr. Dre like twice, which I was like, I don't know why this is happening right now. Then the third time, I went out for Warren G. And then I'm like, why am I going out for Warren G? But that felt better than Dr. Dre.
Were you going after the parts, or was your team sending you after the parts? They were sending you to this. Okay,
yeah, they submitted me. They submitted me to all the auditions. Universal was doing, and
That was
for one last time, they brought me in for Tyree. I'm like, who is Tyree? It was like Dr. Dre had a brother that passed, and I was like, oh wow. And then I looked more into it. I looked at the Behind the Music documentary, seen a picture of him. I'm like, oh, this is actually a good fit. And I read in front of Victoria Thomas, casting director, and she brought me back, and I read in front of F. Gary Gray, and right after that, like 2 weeks later, I found out I got the job, and it was just like, whoa, hold on, like this just happened.
Did you feel while you were filming it that it was going to be as big as it was that it was eventually?
Man, I knew it was going to be big, but I didn't know it was going to be that big.
I mean, well, you're in front of the great F. Gary Gray. I mean,
Yeah.
like, this is Set It Off, you know, which I swear.
Still one of my favorite
I would
movies.
give anything to see. Who do you think that, if they were to remake it today, who do you think should be the 4 characters in Set It Off?
Young Ma's Cleo.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's
see
a
that.
good one.
I like Kerry Washington.
For which
somewhere
role?
in there for the
Jada's role?
not Jada,
what's
the
her
one
name?
that was scared to
Kimberly Elise.
Kimberly
yes.
Elise.
I think Kerry Washington would fit
Yeah.
her
And
perfectly.
then a Vivica Fox role, I could say Notori Naughton.
Okay.
Nah.
No.
Notori Naughton for not looking like.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Jada Pinkett. I mean, Katarina Graham for Jada Pinkett.
I was going to say Shay Mitchell.
Shay
I don't know
Mitchell
who that
for
is.
Jada Pinkett.
Okay, maybe I'm way off. Sorry. I saw light skin.
How about
sorry.
just Kadada Jones, who's playing Jada in the new Tupac biopic?
Oh, okay, that's a
Okay,
Just
fine.
give her that job.
Fine,
Wait, no,
fuck it.
That's Katarina Graham.
Not Kadada Jones.
You mean Katarina
Kat Graham.
Yeah, that's
Thank
what
you.
I said.
Okay,
Who's playing
we don't
Queen-
call her Katarina.
Who's playing Queen Latifah's role?
Young
Young
Ma.
Ma.
Young Ma.
Oh, okay.
Young Ma.
Young Ma. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've had the privilege of building a new relationship with Will Packer. How was it working with him? Because he's been amazing.
Yeah.
Did you work with Will directly?
Because he did.
He produced
Straight Outta
Outta
Compton.
Yeah.
You know what? I didn't even see Will on set when we were shooting. I didn't even know he was producing it till later.
Really?
I'm like, Will Packer he's got his hand in everything.
And the movie made $200 million.
Yeah. I met with him. No, I met him officially at the Almost Christmas premiere, and he was a super cool dude. Said he liked my work and stuff, and I told him I loved his work, so that was dope.
Well, the thing about working with Will Packer, being on a Will Packer film, is he likes to take actors and use them all the time.
So does Tyler
Yeah.
Perry in very different ways.
Well, listen, Jason.
One of the last times I saw you, the last time I saw you, I think was at Floyd's birthday party. Floyd Mayweather is the sponsor of our show, supports and loves Hollywood Unlocked. He was going on and on and on and on and on at his penthouse in LA about the New Edition movie.
That's dope.
So tell us, what was the journey to getting there? What was the experience shooting?
And but hold on, I just have to say, no shade, maybe a little bit. You are much better looking than Ronnie DeVoe, the character that you played.
They dumped you down, dog.
I was like, he's
dope.
playing Ronnie DeVoe. I was okay.
I mean,
That's a stretch.
Back in the day, back in the day when Gio was his age,
He swear I'm not my age.
well, it's still on. We haven't found the birth certificate. Ronnie DeVoe was attractive. People loved Ronnie back in the day.
Yeah, Ronnie had the ladies.
Yeah,
He
like
did.
they did like
He just had no eyebrows.
I was about to say, what they do to your eyebrows, bro?
Because you got really pretty eyebrows, and there was no he didn't have any eyebrows.
They dyed them and then they kind of trimmed them down all the way.
God.
I was kind of scared.
You're
I thought
lucky
it was
those
over.
suckers came
I
back.
know.
You went
I
through that
know.
stage for a moment. You ain't want to go out.
Yeah, I
You
did.
wasn't shooting.
I had like auburn eyebrows.
Did you have to draw your eyebrows on like Gio does? No.
You know what? You know what's so funny?
You got
is-
your weed from the liquor
You know
store.
what's listen. You know what's so funny is I'm sitting over here asking all the serious questions. Gio's waiting for his one question, and of course it has to do with his facial features.
She said eyebrows, and I said, yeah, what they do to your eyebrows?
I'm respecting Keith.
I know my
listen,
boy, man. We didn't hung out, man.
Right, I'm respecting
Ask a
Keith.
question, man, about
I'm
how you got
respecting
broke,
Keith.
man.
I ain't asking no gay shit, and you need to stop doing that gay shit on the radio.
Keith know me, dog.
He don't know you the way I do.
He
But
done met
anyway,
my girl,
does he
Minnie.
know?
Oh, hilarious
So
as
does he
hell.
know that you get your ass eaten out? Okay,
Hey,
but anyway,
man,
so back to New
Yo,
Edition.
no, I appreciate
So
this shit.
back to New Edition. How did the New Edition movie come about, and what was the
man.
experience shooting that?
Because it was a long process. I remember BET announced. Oh,
Can we
sorry.
let him answer the goddamn
sorry.
question?
No, that was one of the longest, craziest process. I got the audition. I seen it said New Edition miniseries. I didn't know what that meant. Honestly, I seen BET was doing it. I second guessed it. I was like, I don't know.
That's truth for you right there.
Let me tell you where you're gonna have longevity because you're smart.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just like, I don't know. But at the same time, I just kept looking into it. I seen that Robbie Reed was cast, and I seen that the whole New Edition was behind it.
Did you know who Robbie Reed is when you saw her as the casting director?
Yes.
Like Legendary, all the
Yes.
movies. You knew. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So you knew. Let me really look at this real quick.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
you always got to do your research, even if you don't know when you get an audition. You need to search everybody.
But some people out here
They
don't.
don't do that.
Some people
I know.
just go to LA castings. I want to work
Yeah.
at Subway. I want to work at
Yeah.
Nexus, whatever. Okay.
Yeah. And I seen everyone was behind it, Jesse Collins. So I auditioned for it. I auditioned for Ralph first. And I'm like, why am I going out for Ralph? I'm way taller than Ralph. And then I said, can I please go out for Ronnie, if anything? So they said, okay. They brought me back for Ronnie. Read for Ronnie twice. And then Chris Robinson, the director, he the one who kind of like was like, I want to Keith to come out for this movie. He kept saying he seen me as Ralph. So I'm like, I don't see it. So I tested for Ralph. Didn't get
good.
it.
Oh,
I didn't
wow.
get it.
Really?
Aren't
Algie
you
got it.
2 or 3 shades lighter than Ralph?
I'm not even sure.
I feel like you are. Ralph's kind of
Ralph
chocolate.
is a little brown.
Who knows?
I do.
I haven't looked. I mean,
I
Velvet-
just went to a New Edition concert, maybe like last summer. Yeah.
So would you rather fuck that Ronnie DeVoe or
Oh,
this
for
Ronnie
fuck's
DeVoe?
sake, dude. That Ronnie DeVoe is married. The real Ronnie DeVoe is married.
I'm so mad. Okay.
So-
Anyway, I'm just trying to help Keith out. Go ahead. So finish.
So I didn't get Ralph. And they brought me back. And they said, we want to bring you back for Ronnie, but everyone else was casted. So they brought me back like 2 weeks while everyone was in rehearsals. They still didn't have a Ronnie. I think they was looking at Evan Ross, but something happened with Evan Ross.
Interesting.
And
to the producers.
and
Chris Robinson was involved with ATL.
Yes.
And
So
Evan was on ATL.
That's the 6
Yep.
degrees. of
Evan would have been
separation.
a better Michael Jackson instead of that white nigga they hired for that show that
Ray
got canceled.
Fiennes, yeah.
But whatever.
Well,
Okay.
continue.
Yeah.
and they brought me back. So I was rehearsing with Algie Smith, Bryce Shear, Woody, Luke, and Elijah before I even got the part. So I'm rehearsing with these dudes while they got it. I never danced in my life. I had to come we would have rehearsals from like 10 a.m. 2 p.m. to 10 p.m.
But you were doing these rehearsals without being officially casted?
Yes.
Okay.
So I would go to rehearsals from 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. That's how bad I wanted to
So they
roll.
saw your determination, they saw your hustle,
No,
and they knew
I
you were
saw
serious
the video
about
of
it.
him trying to dance, and his brother had 3 left feet.
Oh my goodness, it was horrible. And
But Woody helped you out a lot.
Yeah, Woody helped me out a lot. Woody put me on game before like I even got to rehearsals. And then one day they called everyone in the rehearsal room and they said they booked me as Ronnie, and I was just like, wow. But then I was still late from everybody. I had to learn like 6 routines. I hadn't learned anything yet.
So
and,
who was the choreographer on the movie?
Brooke Payne, the original.
Oh, okay,
choreographer.
Brooke Payne, okay.
And Brooke Payne is so hard to dance in front of because he just don't play no games.
But you know, Brooke Payne also managed In Vogue and a lot of legendary groups.
Yep.
So I dealt with him once on an issue with one of the girls, but he seems very critical in terms of perfection.
Yeah, no, he don't play no games, and he pushed me, and I got there. I was on it. I'm like super new editioned out. I still know my moves.
Okay, so question. So have your dance skills improved since the movie?
I feel like I always had rhythm, but I think
Gio doesn't seem to think so. That was the shade you were throwing just 2 seconds ago.
What? Oh no, because he openly admitted that he
no,
wasn't.
no. I have basic rhythm, but doing choreography
Listen,
is hard.
if you're from Stockton and Sacramento, you can get the 2-step down.
Oh, the
Because
two-step.
because typically you're at a house party, you got to watch your back. You ain't about to be in there breakdancing, niggas start shooting, you know, and
that's hilarious.
then it's a wrap. I'm
That's
just saying.
hilarious.
Okay, so now that you're in Hollywood and you're popping and you're single and everybody wants you, because your Snapchat, I ain't gonna lie, I be trying to get into your business. My business is everybody else's business.
Yeah.
Your Snapchat is very discreet. It's black and white for the most part, meaning it's just literally use the black and white filter.
Yeah.
You don't really promote who you're dating or who you're hanging out with, right?
My friends. I put my friends on there, but you talking about women?
Like women, yeah.
Nah.
So what does a woman have to do to earn that, like to get to that next level of publicly being broadcasted on your social media?
You know what? I really don't know. I've only loved one girl and like.
Well, she's with Justin now. So
I know. I'm just letting you know, but I don't know how to. I think I'm still learning how to. You feel me? Because so many girls come at me, not trying to brag or nothing. And I'm just like, dang, bro. Like it's always something I find that I don't feel no more about the girl. I'm like, dang, man, I don't know. Deep. And I'm like, I look at myself as a catch. I'm like, I'm not just gonna date no girl who I feel ain't dope or like that I really don't like too. I'm not gonna waste my time, and I don't want to waste her time. My big thing is like, I don't want to waste these girls' time. I don't want to be looking like a dog out here.
Right.
So I'm like, let me not even put them on there and give people the false image of stuff and doing all that.
You're also young and famous.
24,
and
I was fucking behind Roscoe's in
and
Chicago.
Attractive and you know, like very attractive.
I'm
It's
just playing. No, I didn't.
No, you did.
No, I did not. It was a joke. It's comedic relief.
Why he was eating the Roscoe's.
Oh my God! But this is
Listen, Ham Hock. I'm not talking to you.
I almost would want to say, like, let's just say I had a son who was 24 years old, because I could actually have a son that was 24. I could be your mother.
That's the sexiest part
Listen,
about
that's
it.
okay. At least if you was mother, you can call him daddy. But get to your point.
I'm just saying, if I had a young son.
Wait, you're his mother. He wouldn't call you
Exactly. No, he would not. Okay. So
you can still call him daddy, though.
if I had a son in his position, I would be like, there is no way you're settling down. Don't you fucking dare.
Yeah.
I would want him to be out there just gaining all the experience
Knocking
that he needed
bitches
to.
down?
Do what you got to do, son.
Okay, so let me ask you. So do you...
Get a lot of experience under your belt so that you know what she looks like.
Have you hooked up with a fan? Like a fan, like a real, like, oh my God, I'm a fan of yours, blah,
And if
blah.
you haven't, don't do it. I have
Wait, can you answer the question, people? Have you hooked up with a fan?
You know what? If I did, she probably hid it from me. I don't like. I'm not gonna like take that step with a girl I'm seeing. It's like, oh my God, I love you, because that's scary. Like I always look back at that Drake lyric, "An eager beaver could be the collapse of a dam."
Damn.
You gotta live by that.
That's a great lyric.
That was
I learned that. I learned that in high school, so I was like,
That's deep.
okay.
I'm gonna have to tweet that like it was mine.
Okay, so do you see yourself like normal girl or industry girl? Because you know, being an actor and being in the limelight, a lot of normal girls can't take the pressure of the 16-hour days, the missed phone calls. So industry girl, normal girl.
It don't matter to me.
It don't matter to you.
Who don't want a dope industry girl though that's on her stuff though? But then a lot of dudes.
But she working more than us though. That's a little.
I know her. Nah, I wouldn't mind. Like if Rihanna wanted to date today, I do not care.
So speaking of Rihanna, there was a photo of you and her Photoshop together that we.
I did not make that. I did not make that.
So real.
I saw that, and I actually took that off your Instagram and put it on Hollywood Unlocked because that shit was funny.
It was hilarious.
Did people think you made it?
some people thought that was real. It was like, oh wow. I was like, nah, it's fake. They was like, oh wow, really? But these fans made it. These fans that go crazy with the Photoshop. They always Photoshop with me.
Woody,
Like,
he's with Sanaa Lathan apparently. Woody.
Oh yeah, they did do a Sanaa Lathan with it. Woody.
They all got one. Did you always have a fan club thing, or did that just massively come after the New Edition joint?
It's always been like a small one. When I first moved to Los Angeles and was modeling, like Tumblr, girls would put my pictures on Tumblr.
You had a lot of fake profile dudes?
Yeah, like all that and like a little following. And I remember like I used to be looking at my followers and stuff like, why are my followers going up? And then girls would comment and be like, oh, your picture has such and such notes on Tumblr. I'm like, oh, wow.
So are you afraid that that nude photos of you will get out? Because, before you're from Sacramento, so you was in the trap at some point. You was sending, you was sending bitches dick pictures from Black Planet. So they out there somewhere. Are you afraid that at some point your dick is going to end up on Tumblr and then everybody's going to be going...
Nah, I'm not afraid of that. The only thing I'm scared of is my old pictures, my hyphy movement pictures when I was super sack hyphy, try to get the dreads at one point, dyeing my hair, all that. Man. I already put one of those pictures on my Instagram. It's not on there no more, but...
Yeah, see, because if you put it out, then nobody can, because it's out already.
Yeah, I already put that one out because I found it on my computer and I was like, oh, this is,
and that's why I think that's why I think Gio was so comfortable with sharing about him getting his ass eaten, because it's like once you put the gay shit out there, people can't really hit you.
I know a lot of well-established heterosexual males that don't mind asking.
So hold on a second here. You guys like have a conversation about that?
No, they do. They interviews and they come out and say like, yeah,
get around each other. So when's the last time you had your ass?
There's a lot of men out there that's been interviewed and say, yo, my girl might eat my ass.
Us girls don't even have those kinds of conversations.
Tank was also in New Edition, and he shared on the show how he likes his ass eaten out. And you two should start like a union for that shit. Like, I'm gonna represent niggas who get their ass eaten, and maybe I'll help you sign them up. 50, I don't know.
We all Create a Facebook page. We all out here. I love my
okay, so listen, I have to ask you. So they say that you get the gay rumors when you make it. I haven't heard that about you out there. Have you heard anything like that? What's the craziest thing you've heard about you?
I seen a troll page say something about me being bisexual, which is funny because I'm like, there's such thing as bisexual for men. I think you either gay or you straight, personally.
Right. I agree with that.
Interesting.
I was just
listen. Here's the deal. I really respect Keith, and I like Keith, and I'm nice to Keith. I don't think you're gay or bisexual. Yeah. I have a very vivid idealism around sexuality because I live in Hollywood, and they be like the niggas y'all watching at Staples Center singing and dancing. Me and them got the same niggas. So I don't know. To each his own.
Yep, to each his own. I mean, I seen that before, and I was just kind of like, wow. How could somebody just take that and do that? I was just like,
because
whatever.
You're becoming famous, and that's what happens.
I didn't understand that, but I remember I was with my brother, and my brother was like, "Damn, bro, that's scandalous, bro. I wouldn't even trip. You know, Sacramento, I wouldn't even trip off it, bro." And we were just laughing about it. But that was one of the craziest things, and just one day a troll was saying that I love one of my other siblings more than the other ones. And they made this whole thing about how I post my sibling. I was like, this is crazy.
I just said a minute ago, fans are literally like forensic scientists. Yeah. Like they go and take shit and piece it together and they make their own case.
I started believing it. I'm like, damn, but do I? I'm like, do I love my baby sister more than I love my brother?
you do go home a lot. Like you're not the type that is moved. Like me, I've moved away. I stopped in Stockton for probably 49 hours and then I'm fucking out of there for like 6 months. So why is it important to you to still go home?
It's always important to go home. You gotta stay in touch with your people. You know, you gotta show them that this is real and this could happen. But it's hard for you to rep somewhere that you from and you never go back to it. They like, you saying you from here, you came from here, but we never like see you here or nothing. So I think it's important to go back home, and like my whole thing is to touch the community and
you spoke on a panel there, right? So tell me about the panel. I saw you were on a panel.
Yeah, me and my auntie, my auntie Fern, she put together this panel called Catching Up with Keith. And so what we did was I came to this theater in Sacramento, and I just talked to a bunch of fans, whoever wanted to come out, buy tickets. It was from my auntie's organization. I just talked to them about my journey and I just wanted to have a heart to heart with the people, to just let them, and it was a meet and greet. But my whole thing is to have a heart to heart with these people and be that bridge between aspiring artists and artists who's upcoming or making it. Because I feel like if that was me, and they would have came out there like back, in Sacramento, you think acting is so far out. So if an actor would have came to Sacramento and I would have went to that theater watching, I would have been like, wow, okay. And then I give, the kids steps on how I did it and just how they can do it and just stuff like that.
That was going to be my next question. So being from Stockton, I know the thing that triggered me and wanting to get in the entertainment industry, I've told the story before, is I met Queen Latifah when I was 15.
Yeah.
And the conversation was more like, to sum it up, give me a number. She said no. I said, fuck that, I want it. She said, if you want it bad enough, you'll find it. And I found her. We became cool at 15, 16. When I was 15, 16, that was 25 years ago. So, but I remember I was saying to people, what it did for me was being in Stockton and living like in my bubble of violence and drugs and pimps and literally hoes and this is all I know, to come to Burbank and see Warner Brothers and see Los Angeles and see black celebrities and successful black people. It literally lit that light for me. So what was the thing that motivated you to come from, what part of Sac were you at?
South Sacramento, Meadowview, Elder Creek.
But that's not near Oak Park and...
Yeah, well, I mean, Oak Park is like the mids, so that's
well,
like
unless you're Elk Grove, it's all fucked up.
Yeah.
Okay, so, or Roseville, because they ain't let niggas over there.
Yeah.
Okay, so what was the thing that was the light for you that kind of gave you the motivation to get out, and what was your way out?
You know what, I'm going to be real. One day I was in my grandma's room. I was on Twitter all day. I used to be on Twitter all day right after high school. I didn't know what I was going to do. I was like a bum. I didn't know what I was going to do. And I started having thoughts of like hustling. And that's when I knew it was getting ugly because I was like, man, I'm about to just go do whatever I got to do to get this money because like I'm broke. I'm sitting in my grandma room not doing nothing. And my mom came in the room one day and she was like, did you sign up for those classes? I was like, nah. She was like, yo, you need to get it together.
Which classes? Acting?
Nah, it was like to go to community college.
Okay.
I kept going up to these colleges and signing up late. They wouldn't let me into the schools. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't have no help. And one day my dad was moving to LA to truck drive. And I said, hey, Dad, I'm just going to come to LA. And he was like, why? I was just like, I got to get out of here. I got to get out of my comfort zone. I have to leave because if I stay, I don't think it's going to be for the good. And about 2 months later, I literally hopped in the car with him and just came down here. When I came out here, all I thought about, I was going to play football still and just make a way. So I had like 2 jobs at the mall. I was going to school and then I was like, 2 weeks later living out here, I got signed to Wilhelmina. But even before that.
But how did that happen? Did you walk in Wilhelmina or somebody saw you?
Well, I got signed in San Francisco to JE Models first. And when I got signed to JE Models, the market it's whatever up north. So I was just like, whatever, I'm signed, but that don't mean nothing. So when I got to LA, they were like, hey, you just moved to LA? I was like, yeah. They were like, we could recommend you to agencies. So they recommended me to Wilhelmina. Wilhelmina met me. They didn't call me for like a week. I called them and was like, yo, I met with y'all. How y'all feel? What's going on? I had to follow up. They was like, oh, Keith Powers, yeah, come in. I came in. They had a meeting with me for like an hour. They left me in a room for like 10 minutes. I was shaking like, what's going on? Then they came back and they was like, you know what? We like your look. You got a very commercial, universal look. We want to sign you. And I was just like, whoa.
So what were your first projects like, working with Wilhelmina?
The week after I signed, I booked Kmart back to school. I used to shoot all JCPenney's catalog
stuff. You have that commercial look like a motherfucker.
Aeropostale.
He does.
Yeah.
I did Aeropostale back to school, Target back to school, Converse. And then as I got older, I walked for Calvin Klein.
I was going to say, how are your abs? I don't know what those look like.
Listen,
Abercrombie and Fitch.
Let me say
That's
this.
the only reason I was asking.
The way first of all,
First
of all, I know that we've been on the radio for a while today, and I'm sure you're probably hungry because the way you were looking at wanting to eat him was a lot.
No, I was not.
I was planning on talking to you about it later, but since you brought it up, how could Melissa treat you like a snack? Like, what would it take for Melissa to? Have you ever been with an older woman?
Right here.
Have you been with an older woman?
I have been with an older woman.
So, do you think you could handle a Melissa Ford?
Yeah, but I think she could also teach me some things as well. That's why I love older women.
Ooh, shit, teach you how to.
Well, she did just take a big mascara thing and stick it down her throat the last show.
That, bro. Wait, over here blushing?
What?
You over here blushing? Get out that cocoon.
We were talking about gag reflexes, and I decided to test
Gio
mine on the air.
Jason was trying to prove he didn't have a
Gio
gag
showed
reflex.
that he didn't have one, and she showed that she did. Gio, does your girl ever ask you if you suck dick after this show? Because I know I talk so much shit, and I just be doing it for
my girl
entertainment.
hates you.
Does she really? Really? Why?
Because she don't like the shit you say to me.
But you. Oh my goodness. This comes from a person who told our audience that she swallows. She should kill you. Melissa was asking about your abs, and it's interesting because you talk more about dick on the show than abs. But you guys could talk about that later because Keith's my friend. I don't want to get too personal. So you hike?
Sometimes I'm not really a hiker.
Because she's a hiker.
I'll be a hiker then.
We gonna flip the camera back and we gonna have you gonna flip the camera back. You gonna have a backpack on.
You know you're from Sacramento or Northern California or the Bay when you do whatever it takes to get the job done.
Yeah. I mean, so, you know, you got to sacrifice.
Okay, so what has allowed you to stay so humble? Like what grounds you?
Man, it's just the idea that everything that I've ever accomplished could mean nothing tomorrow. I could lose it all tomorrow. I could be a has-been. I could not get it. I could go a couple of years without working. All this stuff that God blessed me with, he could take right away from me. And I feel like just knowing that and knowing that that I didn't get here alone keeps me humble. That simply keeps me humble. And the fact that I know that there's a lot of million other people trying to do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of other hardworking actors and hardworking musicians and hardworking models, and it's like when I'm in a position where, you know, I'm climbing, I want to set an example for them, and I want to set an example for the veterans too that's here and do it, because, you know, a lot of them are kind of crazy and they're not humble, and I just want to show them, like, you know, you could be in this industry, you could be humble. You could have character, humility, and integrity, and just.
Well, it's funny you say that too, because I always talk about the dinosaurs in the industry that don't want the new people to get in.
Yeah.
It's like, why not foster and support more collaboration and integration of the industry? Because I feel like, honestly, and I ain't gonna get too preachy because this show has been so reckless that, you know, God creates thrones for us all to sit on. Yeah. So why am I threatened by you trying to sit on mine when that's created just for me? Right. I just have to find the pathway to mine and do my work and due diligence and be consistent to get there, because I feel like nobody can do what I do better than me.
Exactly.
It doesn't mean that I have an ego or I think, because when people compare me and Charlamagne a lot, or this show to The Breakfast Club, you have your relationship with Charlamagne. I got mine. I call him and congratulate him all the time. I'm not threatened by him. He ain't threatened by me. He's doing it, and I'm hopefully on my way. But so that keeps you humble and grounded, and I think that's good. What has been one of the worst experiences you've had so far in your journey to get to where you are?
Dang, that's, man, I'm gonna have to really think. You know what? I think it's like some nights, like one time, me and my friends were hanging with these girls at a, and this is just off screen. This is like out and about. We was hanging with these girls at this telly, just kicking it. And everybody got super drunk and everybody started arguing. And in the argument, one of the girls slapped me. And I was so mad. Like hot. And my friends were hot. And I had to, like, I told them, I was like, yo, let's just leave. Let's just go, because, you know, let's just go. And then the police came. And we all had to explain the story. And then at the end of the day, they were like, whoever pressed charges, that's who's going to jail. And I was like, well, we ain't pressing charges. And they seen the mark on my face because I got slapped. And they was like, oh yeah, he just got slapped. Like he not
This was before all the movies or after?
This is after I shot New Edition. It just ain't came out yet. Okay, this is recently. Okay. So like something like that, as little as that could have went all the way left. Exactly. Yeah. And they had lied too to the police and said I hit one of them. Oh, that's what the police said when he came down, which was crazy. And I was just like, dang, bro, that's crazy how someone could just lie like that.
But did you pay attention to the lesson in that experience?
Yeah, the lesson was I shouldn't have been out at that hotel kicking it with some girls that I barely know.
So, I have a question about that. I have a question about girls in LA, because I was just, out to dinner with a bunch of friends, and one of the guys that was there, he was marveling at the conversation that we were having. He was like, I don't get to have this kind of conversation with women in LA because they're not. They say that a lot of women or girls in LA lack substance. Would you say that you find it hard dating in LA, taking a girl seriously because she's something to be taken seriously? You know what?
I wouldn't say LA girls lack substance. I would say industry girls and girls trying to be in the circle tend to lack substance. I can't say LA as a whole because I found some amazing women in LA. Right. You gonna find the lack of substance in places like a club, like a lounge, like a, you know what I'm saying, in places where
you don't need to be.
Yeah, exactly. You're gonna find great women at the library, you might find her at the grocery store. You might see her jogging.
You might see her on the radio.
You might see her on the radio. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you can see her on the radio. I didn't know that.
So I think
that's because she ain't gonna give you no pussy.
No, this is my coworker and strictly work relationship.
Right.
I can't.
See, God didn't even believe that shit. Okay, so there was a TV show that you did after New Edition. For some reason it's just left my mind on VH1. What was that?
No,
Was it
it was
VH1?
Famous in Love.
Famous in Love. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Bella Thorne.
Was that on,
Yeah.
wait, was that on?
That's on Freeform, which
Huge.
Freeform is the new name for ABC Family.
Yeah.
Okay, mainstream TV.
Very mainstream.
You were the only black person.
No. We got like 6 black characters in it.
Okay, but you're the only one that stood out. Were you the only one on the poster?
Nah, she's the only one on the poster.
So Bella Thorne, she's with Scott Disick now. Have you seen that?
Is she?
That's crazy.
Wow.
I grew up watching her.
What do you think about that? I mean, go Bella or
Yeah, crazy. I just seen that this morning. You know what? And I don't like to bash women or tell women what to do. You handle your business. You do what you want to do if you're single. I feel like as men we tend to like call women slut shame women and stuff. That's not me. It's like,
so what do you think about Amber Rose's slut walk?
you know what? Me and my friends had an argument about that.
What was your position on it? Because well, let me ask you what you think first.
I didn't know what it meant, but I felt like I really didn't know what it meant.
Isn't it a weird phrase? Even
it
as
is.
a woman, the phrase slut shame irks the hell out of me because it's like the name itself is shameful.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So we were in one of our shows. We were talking about Amber Rose. I've known Amber for a while. She may forget me from time to time because that's how she is. She's fake. But her movement, the slut walk, I never really understood. I understand empowering women. I understand feminists. I understand that whole feminist movement. I support women advancing the interests of women because I do feel like there shouldn't be a double standard. If you can end up in a telly with a chick, she's not a hoe because she's just as much a hoe as you, or not you, but your situation where you got abused. But I feel like the whole slut movement, it's just like there are little girls who don't know how to decipher that, and you have a little sister, and you wouldn't want her following a slut movement.
Yeah. You know what? But I think it's good to show like little sisters both sides of the spectrum. Just be like, okay, you see what's going on here, but let me tell you why mom and dad and us wouldn't want you doing something like this. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just like, no, because she's going to seek out for it anyways.
Right.
So you got to keep it 100. You got to be like, look, I don't really know what it means. I wouldn't want you doing that. But at the end of the day, she's going to do what she wants to do. But my little sisters, they're so like, my parents are super dope at raising us. They always let us like watch rated R movies and stuff as young kids, babies. But they used to tell us like, look, you go that path, these are the consequences. Or you can follow this path and follow us, be up under our wing.
So are you going to have that conversation with Bella about Scott? Because we've seen the Kardashian show, and if she goes that route, he's going to get in a drunken rage in Vegas, and her house might get burnt up.
Still in love with her, man.
You know what? I just tell my homie Bella just to
wear a condom.
She wear a condom.
Everybody should wear condoms.
Exactly.
But
Message.
I just tell her, just protect yourself. That's all. You never know what people's intentions are. I don't know. She grown. She pay her own bills. She do everything on her own. So I can't really tell you nothing but just protect yourself. And people gonna talk. So if yeah.
So Floyd's birthday party, you were there. The guys were there. You, Woody, not Woody. You,
Elijah.
Woody, Elijah, and Luke.
Okay, you guys were all there. Okay, so Bobby Brown performed and killed it. And did you guys get on stage at the party too? Right, a little bit.
They were
you talking about
at the party? Not the dinner party we did, but the other party.
Yeah. Woody came up there first, and then like we all came up there and like we did a like a little step and stuff. We were just cheering them on and stuff.
So do you guys all maintain a good relationship? With the British guys?
Yeah. We got like a little thing called Black Boy Joy. That's our name of our group chat. It's about like. We made this thing basically saying like showing, black men in a different light, not always in a negative, and showing black men smiling and stuff because, in our community, you see black dudes smiling and stuff too much. You're like, yo, these dudes is corny. They square. Like, why they? And we just want to shut all that up and be like, look, we could be a collective and bring each other up and support each other.
So can you ask whoever created that group to add my phone number in there? Because I like Black
trying to
Boy
get into
Joy.
Black Boy Joy?
Yeah, I mean, anyway. All right, so Keith, before we leave, there's a few pieces of advice I want to give you.
Yeah.
Don't end up with just a white girl.
Okay.
When you get money.
Okay.
Because they say that when black men make it in the industry, they get a white girl.
You know what? I've seen a lot of that, and I be reading the comments. That is scary because, like, I just be looking at it like the way I was growing up, and I'm from California. Like, we don't even. I never even knew this was still a thing where people trip off this. I was like, yo, but I love black women. I love all different types of women. I don't have no.
If you do end up with a white woman, make sure it's not because she's the trophy to put the cherry on top of your career. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't give any money to Gio or anybody else that hasn't earned it. Keep all your money for yourself.
Clearly.
and learn the power of no and that it is a complete sentence. Okay, so that's my advice. What advice as a veteran in the industry would you give him?
Your advice was just so good. I don't know.
Fuck you, Raw.
Damn, Jason, have a little respect.
I mean, she's trying to have a baby. She's trying to have a baby.
Respect and some
goodness.
fortitude.
You guys would have an amazing looking baby. Teeth would be great. It would be a dual citizen.
Gio, go ahead and ask him the question.
My
'cause
advice
I
is just
can't.
keep doing you, man. Keep doing you. You got a great head on your
Thanks,
shoulders,
man.
man. It seemed like my grandmother raised me. God is an anchor of your life, and you already there, bro.
Yeah.
You're on your way to the top. I see you there.
Thanks, man.
And so we're gonna figure out how to get this message to Rihanna. I do have an email address to get stuff to her. So if
Didn't you have her phone number at one point?
She did hit on me one day.
no,
bro.
I asked her to follow me on Twitter, but she has a short attention span.
No, real shit. Rihanna she winked and hit on my girl. Dead ass.
Dang, that's actually.
Oh, I
very
thought you said
impressive.
she winked and hit on you. I was gonna say, nigga, the devil is.
Hold on. Now, what you not gonna do?
So whenever you talk to Dawn, I've told this story on the show, so I won't tell the whole story. But
Yeah.
Dawn and I snuck in a party once at the Soho House that she was at just to talk to her, and we did.
Really? Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, we lied. It was some crazy shit. So all things are possible.
Yeah.
Through Christ Jesus. Okay.
Yeah.
So if you could have one night with Rihanna, what would that night look like?
Get what?
You know what? I just want to have a one-on-one with her because if you give me a one-on-one with a woman that I like, I think I'm gonna always like impress her. Cause I want to pick her brain. I want her to pick my brain, and then wherever that go after that, it just go.
He's low key asking for this one over.
First of all, no, he wasn't asking for her, but she got that message loud and clear. So listen, we're gonna. What are you working on now? Because because we need some time in the studio to clean up the puddle under Melissa's chair. What is going on? What are you working on, and where can people find you?
Well, Famous in Love is out right now on Freeform. We're on episode like 6 now on TV, but you can binge it on the Hulu app, on the Freeform app, and it's on demand. I'm in the new anthology rap series by BET, created by Irv Gotti, called Tales. I did an episode of Tales.
Oh, Chet Hanks is in that, right? Yeah. Okay.
I think people are going to be really surprised by Tales. I did an episode of that. And I'm in a Netflix movie called Reality High. Comes out this summer as well.
So did you get your cable hooked up? Because we've been going back and forth with your people about your cable. You're good.
I did.
So you're gonna be able to watch this shit online.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
He moved.
Cable and
you know
internet.
he got some money now. He probably over.
I just bought a house and like I just been installing everything and I had
Wait,
to
you
stay
bought
at
a
the
house?
Yeah.
Boy, these checks are real.
Oh, acting game. You get this, you get the right jobs.
Well, no
man.
commercials too, because he's
Well,
getting.
yeah. You still spending money from your print days, I'm sure.
I probably am.
Residual. Baby.
Yeah, residuals and just usage and
Saving.
Okay, so was there any more advice you want to give or any other sexual
No, I got a
innuendo?
heart out. We gotta go.
You got a heart out.
You know
couldn't
what I
end
mean.
the
You
show
just
without
set
being
yourself
gay.
up for that one,
See, I
Gio.
can't win. You know what a heart out
Anyway,
is 'cause of that.
thank you, Keith, for coming on the show, and thank you for
Thank
Gio
y'all.
for telling us that you
Kick
keep a
your
heart
ass.
out. Okay, so I told you all that I'm having this issue with aging, and my 40th birthday is coming up. Shout out to everybody that watches the show. I need all of our followers to give me $1. That I'll have almost $500,000. But anyway, so here's the deal. I now have a skincare regimen. Now, when I travel, the regimen changes. It all depends on how I'm feeling. So I was just in New York.
Okay.
What you looking at me for? Let me just tell you something. No secretions. No secretions. Ever.
I'm just watching.
Ever.
Wait, what?
Wait,
the
hold on.
fuck are you
'Cause
guys
he's
talking
trying me
about?
right now.
No,
'cause
I'm watching
I'm talking
it.
about my skincare regimen. Let me just be very clear. I'm not one to let any type of secretion on my face. Hold on. No. Listen, I'm not with all that shit. I like to do some wild shit, and I explore a lot of different shit.
I was simply just watching.
But I will tell you,
talk.
I will never let anybody disrespect me by putting anything on my face.
Not even if you found out if semen was the fountain of youth and if you put it on your
He'll be
face,
bathing
all
in
the
it.
bags and dark circles and everything would be gone.
Let me be extraordinarily clear. My friend, I'm not gonna say his name, AJ, in Houston. Okay, he's a good friend of mine. I love him to death. AJ loves me to death. AJ would probably die for me. He loves me to death. I love him.
Mm-hmm.
He's dating this girl anyway now, Crispy or whatever. He's straight.
Crispy. Okay.
Crispy, she's a famous makeup artist,
Okay.
millions of followers. She
okay,
makes a lot.
okay,
Crispy, okay. Shout out to them, whatever. I told him if he posts her one more time on his fucking Instagram, I'm gonna follow him because I don't want to see all this lovey-dovey shit. All I want to see is ratchet shit and making money, but all this loving and holding each other, baby, I love you. Marry her, have a kid, get the fuck off Instagram or shut the fuck up, okay? Anyway, he was telling me, I think I told the story on the show before, where he was eating and fucking the girl and then she like squirted all over him.
Love
Yes.
that shit.
And he loved it.
I love that shit.
And he loved it just being drenched in all of whatever that piss was that she was squirting out of her vagina.
It was.
I'm telling you, piss, nut, whatever it is, the shit looked like water. I'm gonna call it water. Okay. I'm telling you right now, if I'm romantic with you, because that's the word that white people use, and we're trying to get into mainstream networks. Okay. If I'm romantic with you and you secrete on this face, we got a fucking problem. I would tell a story, but we got guests, and I'm just gonna be good. But I'm telling you, I had a moment probably about 3 weeks ago. Yeah. Don't. I
No
just,
secretions on your
because
face
here's
is the moral of the story.
You know, like I see some porn. You know, I
Yeah.
watch porn. I watched
Yes.
porn before I got over here.
Yes.
xnxx.com. Shout
Yes.
out to them.
That's a good one.
It's a great one.
Yeah.
Okay. I see people like sitting on their knees with their mouth open while people are jacking up.
Yeah.
Let me tell you what I won't do. If a motherfucker wants to be with me and you tell me I got to get on my knees while you do any type of weird shit like that, it ain't gonna work out for me, because
then you're that's boring.
You're not
sorry.
gonna-
You're boring then.
so if a nigga told you to get on your knees, I'm sorry, wrong person. So sorry. Okay, sorry. So if your girlfriend was laying at the edge of the bed and she said, baby, lay on your knees, and she's gonna play with herself until she sprays all in your face, you're with that.
All for it. What up, baby?
Okay, but I wouldn't respect you afterwards.
You went as my girl, like if you were her.
Well, I couldn't be your girl because I have a dick, a
You
big
know what
ass
I mean.
dick. You know
what
that.
I mean. If
you know that.
you speaking in the terms of my
Oh
girl,
my
you
God.
can respect me.
What I'm saying
Gio,
is,
you don't even know what he just said.
I heard him. I'm gonna just roll bounce past that.
Okay.
that's all right. I'm gonna put closed captions for that part of the show. No, I think that because like, how can you respect somebody who comes all over your face?
Maybe if I know that's what really turns my girl on, then I'm gonna do whatever it is. Because if not,
Would you stop talking
if she don't
like
come
that
on-
in that
that's the way
quiet storm
That's the way I
voice?
talk. If she don't come on my face, she gonna come on another nigga's face, and I'd rather be my
See,
face.
Gio knows the times in the show to speak directly to the audience. If I come right over your face, baby. First of all, that shit ill. Because you know your cum is also based on your diet in terms of the outcome, right?
yeah.
So she can get a very sweet experience, or it could be a really sour experience. So what happens if you had a lot of Fritos, or you've been eating a lot of chitlins, and then you just spray her with all types of irregular shit? Then now she really ain't gonna fuck with you.
Yeah, that's true. But I try to make sure my diet's been good lately.
Okay. Well, at least we know your girl. No, I'm just saying, because the thing I love about your girl, one thing that I do love about your girl, she's very beautiful. You know that. We both
She's
have said
gorgeous.
that, you know, we're surprised that you're with her, but she's gorgeous. The thing about her that I like is that you share that she's a swallower.
Oh,
and I feel
my
like, no, but
God.
here's the deal. I feel like swallowers are leaders. You know what I'm saying? Like, they know how to start a job and see it through.
Oh my God.
You feel me?
This is just the first 5 minutes of the fucking show.
No, because I'm just saying, like, Melissa,
Yes.
when you give a guy head, so when you give a guy head,
He's so smooth with that shit.
when do you decide if you're gonna spit it out or finish the job?
Before it even starts.
Really?
She's
Yes.
like looking at
So
us
have you
every
ever
day.
swallowed before?
Fucking asshole. Fuck off, Gio.
She don't need two at one time,
Get
unlike
that-
you.
I want to hear you.
No, but have you ever swallowed before?
What? Hold on.
Okay, so the answer is yes. So you decide, but do you like? Would you swallow a first dater?
What the?
Oh
No.
man,
You're not down for the cause.
you a champ if you did.
First dater? Like
Yeah, first
First of all,
night.
he took you to Boa.
Oh,
Then he took you on a helicopter ride over the lake. I don't know what lake is in LA, but just
Tahoe.
follow me here. Okay?
there's
Tahoe.
oceans and shit over here.
Over Venice Beach. You
Yeah.
saw the boardwalk.
had the Lamborghini.
You landed at
Murcielago.
Nobu in Malibu. There's
Yes.
a red carpet with fucking flowers like coming to America.
Motherfucker,
leaving the
you-
table.
Wait, and let me finish. And he mentally stimulated you.
And he said loquacious and sequentious and all the other hypocrites
That you say.
Okay. So now he's mentally fucked you, and now you're on the helicopter ride back to the penthouse that he rented because he's a finesser. Now
Vagina's tingling.
he takes you there. He has a 9-inch, 10-inch dick
Like myself.
because we know you like a big dick.
Oh my God, Gio. Oh my God.
Giovanni, your dick got a kickstand. That motherfucker don't even count.
You know what?
So now you have this guy.
Yeah. Go ahead.
At what point during that experience did you decide I'm going ahead and
You want
swallow?
to know what's so funny about that particular situation is it seems like the more that a guy does the first time out, the less likely I am to have any kind of sexual contact with him.
Really?
Yes.
All right, so he take you to Chick-fil-A and y'all watch the blockbuster
And Netflix and chill, probably.
Wait, so Chick-fil-A and a blunt, he's getting swallowed.
He's gonna get more action than the guy that laid all that out, because in essence I feel like, are you trying to buy your way into my vagina?
Why I accidentally pushed the button on my phone and pulled up Chick-fil-A? Okay, look. Okay, can I tell you something? I watched this movie.
Can we order Chick-fil-A? I'm hungry now.
50 Shades of Grey. I'd never seen it just till recently. I watched it. Where he would like the seduction in that movie.
Yeah.
I understand why women went crazy.
Yeah.
I kind of wanted to get tied up.
I didn't never see it. Is it good?
Basically,
it's S&M, right?
It's S&M,
he
yes.
seduces her into submission.
Yes.
Like, I don't want to be with anybody that's submissive. I like to chase a little bit. But now that I'm kind of on and my shit's popping, I don't chase too long. Like, I'm going to chase you a little bit. Come with a joke, motherfucker. I'm going to kick your ass.
I was just listening.
See, that's where you were supposed to talk about the steak and all that.
Oh,
That's,
no.
Okay, because
There's a movie that's even crazier than what is it?
50 Shades of Grey.
Okay, there's a movie that's even crazier than that. It was had James Spader and Maggie Gyllenhaal in it, and it's called Secretary, and he's her boss, and they find out that they are a submissive and a dominant, during the course of their work relationship. Yo, that movie, watch Secretary. It's like
I'm a fire stick
I think
that
it's like
shit.
1995 or something like that, but it stands the test of time. This movie is crazy. And it puts 50 Shades of Grey. I never watched that bullshit. It puts it to shame.
50 Shades of Grey was good because the art of seduction, the storyline was a bit much. Like, why'd you pick this regular ass bitch who drinks too much?
She's just so breathy. Like, Christian, oh, fuck off. I hate that breathy fucking white girl
I hate
shit.
breathy
I
bitches.
do. You hate breathy bitches?
I hate breathy bitches.
Why?
I'm more of no.
Okay, so when you're
You want to get me soft quick? Do that shit.
wait, so when you're because this is the thing. Like, I'm not big on having sex with a big talker. Like, don't be in the room talking about a bunch of shit. Like,
Yeah,
did you watch Scandal? Like, we're not about to have a bunch of conversations. So when you're fucking with somebody, do you like them to be a talker, a moaner, just a quiet?
I'm more of a. I don't like no screamer. I like more of a. I come off face and moan, like just send nice little moans, and
like
the
you like
face
a
has
baritone moan or like, yeah, nigga, hit that shit.
Fuck you. No, I like
No,
a nice
nigga, I
soft
keep saying-
moan, biting in the lip, looking over the shoulder, back at it. That's the shit that get me.
But do
rocks
you
off.
like role playing? Like, if your girl came into the bedroom dressed like Wonder Woman, would she? Does that turn you on, or is that kind of like, bitch, take the gold wristlets off and put the fucking crown down?
I can't get into
Woman.
I can't get into the role playing. Like, even with lingerie, I don't like fur. I don't like stockings. I don't like shit.
My
like
ex used to role play all the time. Motherfucker acted honest.
that. That's hilarious. Nah,
Lying
You don't like
motherfucker.
fur, but you like furry pussy.
I don't like the fur around like the
I'm going to
thigh and
hell.
shit. I like hairy pussy,
So
but I don't.
so she can have a hairy pussy, but she can't have furry Ugg boots on.
Not for lingerie. I like
would you
lace.
fuck a woman with Ugg boots on?
Yeah, of course.
I had sex with a guy and he kept his running shoes on.
He ran right in that pussy.
No.
No, because
He
because
was-
when he was done, he was running the fuck out.
No, it wasn't any of that. Actually, he was short and needed the leverage.
You fucking with short niggas out here now?
It was one time. It was one time. It was one time, and his height matched his dick size, so that's why he is a "where are they now" story.
Well, listen,
Dang,
I don't have a
that's
problem.
hilarious.
I don't have a problem fucking anybody short, because when you lay down, you're the same size for the most part, unless you put them in an awkward position where it requires you standing up, and then it's kind of weird, right? But I couldn't fuck with a motherfucker. I don't think I told the story on the show. I'm gonna tell y'all a story. When I first moved to LA, I lived in Burbank, and I used to date somebody that I told you was like really tall. Like 6'7" tall, like NBA tall.
Yeah.
Just follow me. I'm not saying names, right?
Okay.
So I thought being romantic was, we're going to lay here. You could kind of lay on my chest a little bit, right? This motherfucker was so heavy because I didn't know being tall and lean.
You are dense.
First of all, I think my rib punctured one of my lungs. But you a man, so you still trying to be really like, I can handle this, ain't nothing.
That's hilarious.
Finally, I had to be like, motherfucker, just roll over so I could breathe real quick, because there's a hospital across the street. We're going to end up in that motherfucker if you don't move to the left a little bit. Yeah, we never dated after that. Really tall, really short, just weird.
Well, you know what? Short guys, they're kind of tripods.
So you wouldn't fuck Bow Wow?
What?
I mean, date Bow Wow. Would you date Bow Wow?
And
If Bow Wow picks you up in his jet and said, I want to date you, this is the real Bow Wow challenge, would you date him?
I wouldn't date him just for the simple fact that like I cannot get it outside of my head that he's Bow Wow.
And he was like Mike.
I watched him since he was like 6 years old. Like, you know, Snoop video and what I can't. My mind is still wrapped around that. So Bow Wow, no.
Jermaine Dupri.
No.
That's Janet.
I know who that is, and no, thank you.
So thinking about all the celebrities that are on TV right now, we know that Daniel Sujata's out. We know that
He closed that door on his own.
Okay, so if you could date one actor right now,
Michael Fassbender.
Damn.
right? But that's only because you like his dick. I'm talking about like,
No,
is
he's
there more
fine
substance?
too.
Okay,
He's fine too.
And he's white.
Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt he's on his way to being single.
He's fine.
What
He's
about Johnny
super
Depp?
fine. Johnny Depp. No, he looks like he smells.
Too much cocaine.
Hilarious.
Yeah, he's like, and he's
George Clooney.
He's married.
Married.
Yeah.
I do got a little TV crush right now.
Who?
Her name is Horizon Fawn. She's the lead girl from the Get Down, the Netflix original series.
Oh yeah.
Don't know her.
Bad boy. Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
I can. I know who the fuck I would push everybody to the side for, even fucking Michael Fassbender.
Who?
Taylor Kinney.
Who the hell is that?
He used
Lady
to date Lady
Gaga's
Gaga's
ex.
ex-boyfriend.
Never heard of him.
Chicago Fire.
Hi, you were about to.
That's so annoying.
That'd be all I remember now.
I'm gonna start
He don't
calling.
look like that now.
You do that,
I'ma
and
start-
I instantly think Banshee.
I think of people tickling your asshole. I'm gonna say that every time you do that. Every time you do that, I'm gonna be like ass tickle. We're gonna have a little ass. We're gonna record an ass tickle sound.
Doing that shit again.
Get your ass tickled or making the sound. How is this show going to ever live on regular radio? I don't see where people would actually put this on, where real people could listen to this
well,
real
in
shit.
all honesty, Trump's our president, so I think
Anything
anything
can
goes
happen.
at this point.
Okay, look, I have a favorite TV show that unfortunately is going off of the air next season.
Scandal.
Thank you, Jesus
Scandal.
Christ.
Yes.
Why you say that?
That show was so dramatic. Trash.
Really?
To
Okay.
replay.
Listen.
Really?
Okay.
Garbage.
Wait, so tell me and all the other
Blasphemy.
gladiators out there, why is Scandal trash?
It was
to
just,
you?
I gave that show so many chances, man. I just couldn't get it. It was just always over the top, just
A
slow.
scandal?
Yeah, like just crying every scene and deep.
Look,
and
again, I refer you to who is in the White House right now. And
But before he was in there, that shit was still whack to me. I just never could get into it.
Okay, well, let me tell you why I love Scandal. First of all, over the last, I believe, six seasons, Shonda Rhimes and the team over there writing have kept the show fresh and just, I mean, the storylines are so crazy. I was out of town in New York and I missed the 2-hour finale. So when I came home last night after a hard day's work, I laid in bed and I watched the last 2 hours of Scandal.
Did you cry?
I don't cry watching television. I do cry sometimes when I'm watching something that it gets my heart, like some shit on kids, shit with kids.
I cry all the time. I cry at
But
commercials.
I don't watch TV and cry. Like
Yeah.
I watch the news. When I hear about Trump, I fucking cry.
Yeah.
So if the show's so good, why is it coming to an end?
Because
she
Shonda
wants
Rhimes
it
is
to.
ending
Oh,
it.
she's making it. Wow.
She's
Boss.
the thing that's frustrating though is that she's ending it on the best season ever. Like this is like
You
it's-
want more.
Yeah. So I was watching the finale. So just to bring everybody up to speed, most people watch it, but those of you that haven't. There was an election because Fitz, who's the president, who's been the president for the last 5 seasons, is on his way out. His wife, Millie, is running for president against a Latino guy who wins the presidency. Olivia Pope's dad kills him. You come to find out that the person that paid or hired him to kill him was the Latino dude's wife, who becomes the vice president elect with Millie, the president's wife. Okay?
Some scandalous shit.
Olivia is like, I don't know what to do because she backed her in the corner. So Olivia's mother is a crazy killer. Olivia's father was the head of B613, who's also a crazy killer. And they say to her, you're a product of us, so you know what to do. She goes in there and with the Jake, who happens to be the head of the NSA, who was the original person for running for presidency or vice president, but he didn't get it, who she had an affair with, by the way. She gives her 2 pills and says, you're either going to take these pills and, she says, you're going to die tonight in this room. And so she starts screaming for the
Security guard?
the security, but what do they call the
Secret Service.
She starts screaming for Secret Service, but the Secret Service were really NSA officers for the guy, so they're gone, so she has no help. So he pulls a gun out and starts putting a silencer on it. And Olivia says, you're going to die in here tonight. You're either going to die by a bullet in the head or you're going to take these 2 pills and stop breathing, have a heart attack, and die. And she tells her how it's all going to play out afterwards. The lady ends up taking the pills and killing herself. It's so fucking crazy. So now Olivia is running B613, who her father used to run, and she told her father she's going to kill him if he gets in the way. And now Cyrus is coming back as a vice president.
To everybody that's watching this, you don't have to watch the episode now.
That was a very good recap.
I have never watched an episode.
Me neither.
Not even
I've tried.
not even half an episode.
You need to binge watch it. Just like when we went to Japan and I binge watched House of Cards.
Yes.
Love that show.
Yes.
You need to watch it because what's happening in America right now is really House of Cards meets Scandal.
Can I ask you, did they just kill off or did they replace Columbus Short's character? Or is he just
Columbus Short was just written off. He died.
In the show? Okay.
And so did his career. So what show do you like watching?
I was watching a lot of TV this weekend. So I watched The Keepers, which is on Netflix. I binge watched the whole 9 episodes. And basically it explores the unsolved murder of this nun named Kathy Sesnick. And how her murder was basically, a cover up that hid the fact that she knew about abuses in the Catholic Church in Baltimore over the course of decades.
Got it.
And then I watched Spotlight, which is a movie that uncovered abuses in the Catholic Church.
Have you seen
in Boston.
Moonlight?
Yes, I've seen Moonlight.
Moonlight was good.
Moonlight was amazing.
But did you know that it was all about a gay relationship?
Yes.
Yeah, they won Best Kiss, bro.
I know that. And you know what? I'm glad that they won Best Kiss because, listen, here's the deal. I was watching something somewhere. I can't remember. It was a show where they were talking about sexual fluidity and people exploring their sexual lives and all that. I don't live in my world. I live in a very unique world that I've created on my own. Okay. It's very fluid. I don't have the this and that's, the can and can'ts, the you better nots, the you never did. Oh my God, I can't. I don't live in that world. That's that world that they can keep over there. I live in maybe because I live in Hollywood. I work in Hollywood. I'm in the industry and it's a very unique place where we all it's a big old playground.
Yeah. Incestuous playground.
I look at like Moonlight.
And
I think I got a little emotional in that movie.
Really?
Because watching those young kids exploring themselves and that way that relationship started and how it evolved over the years.
Yeah.
Reminded me of my life.
Yeah, very strong message. I mean, I will say
it was a very strong message. Now, I didn't like the ending.
Yeah, that's why I said I hated it.
Because I was waiting for like an all-out passionate sex scene.
A lot of
And if it's like, it was fucked up. But anyway, the movie, the message overall, the absentee mother, the drugs, all that, like literally I thought I was looking at my life play over. But I was watching something the other day where they were talking about how people should be encouraged to explore their sexual self. So my question to you, because you've never been with a woman.
No, never. Not even kissed a girl ever in life.
At all?
Nope. I've never had a curious moment in my fucking life.
So, and then you allegedly
never
been with a man.
Never. This nigga walked by me the other day trying to get by, put his hands on my hips. I put my hands on that brother so fast.
On your
Why though?
hips?
Yeah, because you don't put your hands on my hips, bro.
Nope.
But
You could be like, my bad, bro.
But he wasn't.
Shoulder, right
but when
there, shoulder.
okay, but listen, when he put his hands on your hips, he wasn't thrusting.
This dude.
I mean, because this is what I'm saying. Was he behind you, like trying to get you?
This ain't all about this. Say what's that money talks? Was he like this, or was he like? No, I'm telling you, it's the fact he had his hands on my hips, and I knew he was,
What? Okay. Well, what do you so one of my friends is telling me right now that she thinks her son is gay. We were at the strip club. She was stripping, and she happened to mention to me that she thinks one of her kids are gay. He's like maybe 13 years old or 10 or 11 or something like that. So she says to me, "What should I do?" And I said, "So before I tell you what he said, what do you think should do?"
Let him live and find out who he is for himself. And I don't know what's the question? Is that what should she do?
That's what she was asking.
I guess she should let him know, like, I ask him questions and start the dialogue.
So she comes home and he's wearing her shoes and he's playing in her dresses and he has pearls around his neck. Okay, but wait, hold on. But what should she say?
Is that what he's doing?
I think he's playing around.
I would open up the channels of communication and let my child know, don't feel like you need to hide anything from me, because I think that when people hide things, it manifests itself into some real ugliness that comes out later on. So I would want my child to always feel like no matter what, how dirty the secret is, how bad they think it is, let me decide that for myself, but you got to tell me, because I'm not trying to have my child hanging in a fucking closet because they felt like they couldn't talk to anybody. I want my child to know, under no circumstances, I unconditionally love you.
What about you?
Man, you know what? I have,
if your daughter called you and told you that she was a lesbian, how would you react?
I have, you know what? I think about this stuff all the time. It's like, yo, if I had a son, if I had to deal with my son saying, Dad, I'm gay, I was like, I honestly don't know how I would react, because no disrespect to the LGBT community at all, but I know that's one of my worst fears, is like my son being gay. I would still love him, but if my daughter called me and said, Dad, I like girls, I'd be a lot happier than my son saying I like boys.
Why?
Never mind. I would just be happy for him either way.
No, but no, listen. No, it's your opinion. You have the right to tell your opinion. Why? If your son said, okay, Dad, I want to talk to you. So, well, what's up, son? Talk to your daddy. And he was like, yeah, my other daddy gave me some dick.
Oh my God.
How would you handle that?
Serious.
No, serious. Like
the honest thing, okay, you have to forgive me, because I want to try to work this the best way I can. Mm-hmm. I think I would be better with my son being a gay, like yourself, a gay male. No, listen, a gay male.
An alpha.
An alpha gay male opposed to a flamboyant gay male. That's the best way for me to say it.
Okay.
But what if he was a little sissy and he wanted to wear boas and mascara?
Like some Magic Johnson son type shit?
That nigga got some fucked up breasts. All the money Magic Johnson have cured AIDS for himself, but he can't get that nigga a Tic Tac.
Oh God, shame on you.
Listen,
I don't know you, Magic Johnson Jr., but God bless you, bro.
No disrespect to EJ Johnson, because every time I run into him in the club, he's upset with me now because I talked about his breath. But I said this.
When he see me, he gonna bang on me.
No, I said, he gonna hit you with a Chanel purse. This is what I said. Listen, I said this the other day. I swear to God, this is true. If I go to kiss you or I go to hug you and I smell anything other than Givenchy, YSL, some Aquafresh, lotion, if I smell anything that stinks, I won't fuck with you. Because I feel like if this whole stinks, everything I can't. You got to smell good from top to bottom. It don't take long to brush your teeth. 2 minutes to brush your teeth.
Can we give each other the breath check right now?
I would never let you breathe in my face.
Well, I thought.
Why do you want to get so close to my face?
I said, give each other the breath test. God dang it.
I'm hungry.
You just want your lips next to mine.